parents. We're live! Hi, Ferdy!
Hi, Mark!
Join the conversation as we try to uncover innovative ways in raising our kids in this modern age. Modern Parenting presents Real Talk, brought to you by One Mega Group.
And we're live! Hi everyone! Good afternoon! Welcome to the first episode of Modern Parenting's FB Live show, Real Talk. This show is so important and special to me because of how it started. As you all know, Modern Parenting's predecessor is Celebrity Mom. And during the lockdown, a very good friend of mine, Ferdy Salvador, who at the time had an IG Live cooking show, and I decided to do a Facebook Live on the Celebrity Mom FB page for Mother's Day. So we called all our mommy friends to be our guests, and everyone was so game to do it. It was such a blast and was received very well by the audience. At around the same time, our CEO, Archie Carrasco, and I talked, and we thought, what if we create a brand that is inclusive to all parents? We realized that especially in the times we are living in now, having a community is so important. So after about a month of working hard on the brand and the rebranding, on July 17, 2 weeks ago, we officially launched Modern Parenting as a brand and had a social media campaign. Today is another big day. At 7 p.m. later tonight, we are launching our website. And of course, right now, we are launching the first episode of Modern Parenting's FB Live show called Real Talk. So our goal for the show is to have discussions with parents about real life experiences and to have them share real stories about anything and everything regarding parenting. So whether you have infants, toddlers, tweens, teens, whatever stage you find yourself at, we always have you covered. So today we've invited two special couples to join us, each with their own unique stories, experiences, and learnings to share. But before we start, I would like to know from the audience, what topics would you like us to discuss here on Real Talk and why? So please just type your answers in the comment box because we would love to hear from you guys. But wait, there's more. The Modern Parenting team will be selecting 6 names from those who answer the questions from the comment section, and they will receive prizes from Bio Oil and Gloyo. Please tune in until the end of the show as I will announce the winners of the prizes then. Again, all you guys have to do is answer the question, what topics would you like us to discuss here on Real Talk and why? We would like to thank our sponsors Bio Oil and Gloyo for the generous prizes that you will be giving our guests today. Okay, so let's get on with the show. As mentioned earlier, our special guests for today's pilot episode are young families at the top of their game, and they really embody the meaning of modern parents, at least to me. I love seeing their IG stories and seeing how they bring up their kids. And funny, all of them have daughters. Both of them have daughters. Both couples have daughters. So without further ado, I would like to bring on our first couple. These two are not new to being on live TV. In fact, having them here is making me a little nervous because they are such pros. But I'm more excited that they are here and that they said yes to our invitation. So she is an accomplished TV host and author, and her husband is a professional basketball player. They have 2 adorable daughters, Lucia, who's 4, and Carmen, who's 2. Please say hello to Bianca, Gonzalez-Intal, and JC-Intal. Hi, guys!
Hello. Hi, Marga.
Welcome! My gosh, Bianca, nakaka-nervous kasi ikaw yung nanonood. Diba? I'm like, oh my God, oh my gosh, Bianca, professional host. Okay.
No,
Bianca,
you have the gift of gab, so you are perfect for a show like this.
Bianca, later at the end of the show, tell me if I pass the test, not yet, okay? So, hi, JC, how are you?
Good.
The first time I'm meeting you, so nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So how are you guys doing? Is it raining there? It's raining here, but it's super raining here in Makati, and you're in... Where are you guys?
We are in Pasig. Super lakas ng ulan.
Okay, so I hope the internet cooperates with us today, please, right? Okay, so let's get on with the questions now because I'm sure everybody's curious to hear from you guys. So, first question. So all of us have, memories of growing up or how our parents raised us or how people around us raised us, our yayas, our grandparents, right? Or titos and titas. So, what did you enjoy most about growing up that you try to recreate now with your daughters?
You.
Me growing up, kasi we're six in our family.
Wow.
I have five siblings. So growing up, I have so many playmates. So I love going out of town with our parents, and I just love doing that with our kids. If we have free time, me and Bianca, we love spending time with the kids out of town.
Pre-lockdown.
Yeah, pre-lockdown. of course.
Pre-lockdown. What about you, Bianx? Any any how they raised you? Any special traditions or
I think
memories that you?
Our generation, like even Paolo and Sam, who will be here later, we were really batang larong kalye.
Yeah.
Like, we really played patintero, pico on the street, went to the park. So for us, again, pre-lockdown, we really play outside the park. Ngayon lang hindi pwede kasi there are rules.
Yeah.
Yun.
I know that you love the park a lot. And it's funny because in Manila, it's something that we don't have a lot of, diba? Parks and in the concrete jungle. So that's something that, I really do feel bad for our kids. Sometimes they miss out on that stuff. Okay, so parenting. Let's talk about parenting styles. What is your parenting style, each one of you? So who's the strict parent and who's the fun parent? Or are you're strict?
I'm definitely the strict parent.
Yes, me also.
I think I was never really the strict type prior to becoming a mom. I think lang when you become parent, suddenly you fall into roles that
Yeah.
parang you didn't naman pre-plan. It just so happened. And I guess siguro malaking factor that we have two daughters. So talo si daddy. Parang
Always.
konting tiyak lang, parang he will give them na the world. So
Ah.
naturally, I had to be the stricter one because kung hindi, we cannot naman spoil our children. So I'm definitely more the disciplinarian. He's more the fun
Yes.
parent.
Fun.
Yes.
It's in a way, parang ano din eh. Like, balance din. And the good cop, Bianca's the bad cop.
Exactly.
And
Yeah. Kasi in our house, I'm the super bad cop. Like, warden levels na ako. And my husband's like, whatever. So that's probably you. I'm sure it's harder, JC, no? Because you have daughters.
Yes.
Are you,
I
like,
think it's gonna be different if it's a boy or ano.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
siguro
sure.
kasi,
Si Bianca naman yung spoiler doon. No, but are
Yes.
you wrapped around their little fingers? Like, honestly? Yes.
super.
Please. I love it. Okay. Super.
No, it's totally the type na parang bibigyan ko siya ng tingin na parang try naman a little harder na yung magalit ka ng konti man lang so that you know that they need to correct something or what they did was wrong.
So they're so small pa eh. Lucia's
Yeah.
turning 5 pa lang and the other one's turning 2 years old pa lang. So,
Turning
siguro
2,
in
oh my
time,
gosh. Yeah, in time.
makakapag-adjust.
Tingnan natin in time, ha? I'll talk to you guys again in time.
Right. Pag teenagers
I really,
sila.
I do, because the conniving, because I have teenage daughters, it gets, the conniving is so much more when they're older. Like, I said no, and yes, parang dad, mom said no to this, but okay, just I'll take you or I'll do this. Mga ganyan. I know, but so which brings me to my next question. Do you always see eye to eye when it comes to issues about, your kids? And if you don't, how do you resolve, conflicts or issues when it comes to raising them?
We have konting parang inisan.
Okay.
Konti lang.
Konti lang?
Nung
Minsan
nag-start yung
wala.
lockdown, medyo dumami. But imagine spending time with your kids. I know it's a very big blessing 24/7. We're always here at home. There are days na we have inisan lang. Medyo konti lang.
Inisan.
Nabawas.
Parang,
I
okay.
think more or less the same. I guess that's the reason we got along is that we felt that we were brought up in the same way, almost same values, sort of same tradition. So, in terms of what we want for our kids and how we are raising them, pretty much the same. Meron nga lang ng maliliit na binilhan na naman yan ng
Maybe not
something,
like
hindi
that.
na
Yes.
kailangan. Or like I say, no screen time, and then bibigyan niya ng screen time. So things
Yeah.
like that. But nothing yet, thank you Lord,
That's
knock on wood,
major.
nothing yet that has been so major. Yeah.
And I don't think there will be. I think it's the little inisans that that really define you guys, like how you work it out, right? Because sometimes the kids, trust me, because I have 6 of them, they'll really try to get what they want because their desire to get whatever that is so big that they'll do whatever it takes, diba? Kahit minsan, or my husband will say, what did your mom say? Mom said yes, but I really said no. So, so growing up, that was always such a thing.
They were
And,
saying that, no.
We have to
We have to be ready. Yeah, we have to
we
prepare.
have to be super, like I'm giving you tips na. And then with the boys, you don't have boys, but I hope you do. It's different. It's baliktad. It's always I tend to kind of say yes more. I don't know, maybe I don't know. I'm not even going to explain that because my daughters are probably watching and be like, yeah, because they're so spoiled to you. But it's the same kasi when I say no to the boys, my husband will say yes. Like, can we play soccer? Kunyari, it's raining. Can we play football? No, you can't. If you might get sick, you have to. And then 2 hours, maybe 20 minutes, I hear them outside playing. I'm like, why are they outside? And they're like, we asked Dad, and he'll be like, I thought you said yes. Parang no, I didn't. So, ganon. They're gonna do that to you until they can. So be ready for it, guys. And be strong. Okay. So let's talk naman a little bit about, of course, the ECQ. We're actually still in some kind of quarantine.
You
We're
can
still in
leave it.
ECQ.
You can leave it.
So,
It won't stop.
in the times we're living in today, what worries you guys the most? And on the flip side, what excites you the most?
What worries me the most is that, again, I'm sure our parents also said this, that their kids are growing up in such a different time and generation. But for me, I feel it's really how can we raise our children to be kind and good when the world out there is quite toxic, so much negativity, and it's so polarized. So more of that, yun yung worry ko. How do I make them strong and tough enough for a tough world out there?
Yeah. What about for you, JC? Like,
Yeah.
because you're a dad raising daughters, so there's always that very protective factor. So how's that like for you?
Right now, to be honest, I don't want to think about it yet.
The manliligaws, you mean?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
But I totally agree with Bianca, and just to add dun sa sinabi niya, itong ECQ talaga, start ng ECQ, I really enjoyed it. Not with what's happening outside our end at the time.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it, spending time with them 24/7.
Yeah.
So ako ever since the family first, we're always at home lang. If we're gonna go out of town, family talaga nagkasama. So ang worry ko na paglaki nila, sana same pa din.
Yeah.
Hindi yung magpapakalan na, Mom, Dad, I want to go out with my
Or,
I have suitors, or I have
diba?
ano na. Yeah.
Out of town.
Out of
Subukan
town.
nila.
mga
Oh my God, the out of town, right? Gosh. Okay, good luck when you guys get there. Again, my daughters are 18, turning 18 and 16. So, I don't want to jade it for you guys. No, just kidding. You'll be fine. But, I mean, on the other side naman, what are you guys excited about? I mean, yeah, we're living in the times when we were growing up was so different from them now. But, di ba, there are some things that they do that we're excited na parang sayang tayo, then we had that. But, so what are those things for you guys?
Definitely, I am excited to have 2 daughters at a time that women are much more empowered versus when we were growing up, when our parents were growing up. So, their age is the age of a woman can be anything and do anything she wants to do.
Yeah.
And so for me, yun yung excited ako for them to create their own paths, and kasi parang kumbaga sky is the limit for this generation. There's so much possibilities for them.
Yes. What about for you, JC?
Each one, I'm just excited every single day seeing them growing up, Right now we can see that they have two different personalities na. The other one's super lambing, the other one's medyo parating S,
Who's
big
super
S.
lambing?
The panganay, the
panganay.
CS.
I think always, no, it's a panganay thing, I think. Because they have to, feel like they have to give way to the, And the other one is S. Alam ko na yung S.
The other one is S, the big S.
Okay.
So, seeing them every day growing up and develop their personalities, their own personalities. That's really exciting.
Okay.
And I'm just excited for
Do they fight? Do your girls fight? I'm just curious. I'm sure, no?
Sometimes, I think they're more malambing than they do fight. And if it's a fight, it's more of like fighting over a toy that one wants and that one wants. So far, ganun pala.
Okay. And then, so, JC being an athlete, you're a professional basketball player, and then Bianca being an entertainer, a host. How has this ECQ impacted your livelihoods? And what realizations do you have about things such as time, security, and raising your children?
Bianca and I were very lucky and grateful kasi I practice in the morning 9 to 12. Lunchtime, nasa bahay na ako with the kids. And Bianca's
ECQ
no, ECQ na. Itong ECQ kasi like parang wala naman masyado na bago. We have Zoom workouts at home. So right after, I go down na and hug my kids. So yung small things na little things na sobrang na-take for granted before, which I really truly treasure right now. Yung I don't know nga after ECQ di ba may sepangs na like
super
go back to work.
Oh my God, that's true.
So for me, sobrang laking blessing din in the way na yung realization na we're so lucky to spend time with the kids at the same time. We can work at home. And I'm just very thankful na but of course, I'm still praying very hard na matapos ito. And na makapag-adjust na ulit.
Para, kind of back to normal. What about you, Bianca? With everything that happened, right? With your work, of course, with the company, like, are you? You're not so affected because you were just mentioning that your show is on cable, naman, right? Yeah.
I think both of us kasi technically we're non-essential. Our job as an athlete and as a host, it's considered a non-essential talaga. And when the term came up a few months ago, talagang mapapa-existential crisis ka na, I'm not essential.
So true, no? Yeah.
So it was really a moment that was like that. But again, like in JC's case, he was very lucky that they still get to just work out from home, do group workouts via video call. And for me naman, all events and taping pivoted to like this, online.
Yeah.
Computer. So like he said, and my pros and cons, of course, it's a different setup. Pero ang sarap nung right after we can go down to our kids.
Yeah.
And then in terms of future thinking, it's also, of course, it's a big worry for all parents. There's so much uncertainty. And talaga, the realization is kayod.
Yeah. Kayod, yes. So true. Okay, and for your final question, all of us, I've been married for 20 years. I know you guys both couples are newly-ish married, right? What are the most significant struggles that you guys have gone through? And what did that tell you about yourselves as a couple and then as parents?
We went through that question kanina about like the biggest struggle. And we couldn't think of any biggest struggle yet. And thank you.
That's a good thing, yes.
So far, just the little tampuhans and things like that. With the other things, kasi we were quite open with each other. We tell each other everything. So, sana i-stay sa atin. Kasi di ba nga, everyone says communication is key. So,
yes. Actually, that's true. that's something I can tell you guys. Maybe being married for 20 years, right? Since I was so young. 20, grabe yung 20, diba? I feel so old now. But honestly, it is a lot of communication. I think that when you'll go through everything, like everything there is to go through, pagdaanan nyo na. Pero if you're not talking, kasi you can be on different pages. It's happened to us where he wants one thing and I want another, or maybe my career's going this way and it's going the other way. It's just so many things, or I'm maturing faster because we were so young when we got married. So I think the key there really is to want it to work out and just to talk. And my husband doesn't like to talk. So it's like, minsan nagmo-monologue ako mag-isa na, can you say something at least, but communication is so important. When you guys fight, like, I'm sure naman you don't fight, but when you do have disagreements, do your kids notice? And then what do you guys tell them? Just curious.
We fight.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
fight. I think that's normal.
Do they notice? Like, do they say, Mom, are you mad at Dad? Mga ganon.
As much as, diba, we try our best not to argue in front of them. Minsan talaga, you're caught at a bad moment and you really raise your voices and they're there. And our panganay is very perspective. Sometimes in the middle of us arguing, just talking with raised voices, she's like, for example, Daddy, Mommy did not do anything naman.
Oh,
she's
mediating
so
na.
she's part of the comic relief and then natatawa na lang kami. And then,
siguro inaawat na niya kayo before it gets bigger pa, diba? Siguro sabi niya, awatan ko na these guys. But that's a very ate thing to do because she's the ate. Okay. So, before we take a quick break, I would like to, first of all, JC and Bianca, thank you so much. But don't go anywhere because I'll see you guys later. I'd like to invite the audience to visit and like our Facebook page and follow us on Instagram. The handle is Modern Parenting PH. Okay, so I'll see you guys later. So today, aside from launching Real Talk, we are also excited to announce that we are launching our website at 7 p.m. Please visit modernparenting.1mega.com and enjoy our features. We will have everything from expert tips, inspirational stories, home and design, everything about food, travel, health and wellness, and so much more. Just think of how diverse parenting is, and that's what we have in store for you guys on the Modern Parenting website. Watch this. Okay, so aside from visiting our website, I'm also inviting you to join our Facebook group for community discussions. Send us a request so you can join our conversations. Okay, so let's get on with the rest of the show. For our second couple, I am so happy and excited to welcome award-winning concert and events director and his wife, who is a social media marketing manager and entrepreneur. They're also known as mom and dad to their little girl, Leah.
Say hi.
Please welcome Paolo and Sam Valenciano and Leah. Hi! Paolo, you're naka-mute.
Hi.
Hi! Hey, Leah! And what's the name of your dog?
Trooper.
Trooper? Okay, our dog is named Cooper. That's so funny.
Cooper.
Hi, Leah! You're not taking a nap this afternoon?
She doesn't take a nap.
Oh my goodness. Seryoso?
Ayaw.
Okay, Sam. So, are you masungit at this? No, just kidding. Sam, do you take naps?
No. But she sleeps pretty long, so we're okay. She wakes up at 9:30.
Leah, I always watch you on your mommy's IG. Right? I see you play soccer. Alis na siya.
Wala na.
She'll be back. Okay, so how are you guys? Thank you so much for doing this, Paolo. I know you're busy. Also, Sam. So thanks for being here with me the rainy afternoon.
Super.
Okay, so let's start now with the questions. So Leah, as everybody just met, is your first and only child for now. So how has parenthood changed your perspective on life, and what are some of the things you learned since having her?
Well, I'm braver, but not.
Okay.
Okay, because I mean, brave in a sense where I could do anything. Like I'd ride any single scary ride. I'm not
Yes.
afraid of turbulence on the plane. But ever since Leia was born, I don't know, parang like a veil lifted, and I saw like
Okay.
the real world, and I was like, oh my god, I can die, and I can't
Okay.
die. I shouldn't die. Leia needs to have a mom, or like
Yes.
she needs to live this long. So I don't know. I just became brave and not brave. Also in a sense, when she's worried,
You're
I'm
right.
extra brave.
Or
So
like
yeah.
maybe like for me, I'm so scared of blood and like cuts. When I was the child and I got a cut, I'm just like, okay, somebody deal with it. But when it's your kid, right? Can you just imagine? Like it's happened to me like on the soccer field so many times. I'm running to my kid, not knowing what to expect. But then you have to be prepared and deal with whatever's there, blood, bruises, whatever it may be. What about for you, Pau? Is there? I mean, what? Because you guys are going through this whole first child stage, and which to me, after having six, I remember with my first. Oh my, that child had like everything. Like I was so prepared. Like we would just go on a trip, maybe to because we were living in the States. If we go to LA to visit my in-laws
Wait,
from
how many kids
Vegas,
do you have?
six.
6.
You weren't
What?
listening, yes. But this isn't about me. No, I'm just kidding. It's not about me.
So how
So
are
yeah.
you?
So when we had my first, we were so prepared. Everything was parang ready, and he had everything. And then when we had our last, parang okay, we can leave the house with one tiny bag, and then it's good for all six kids. So like, how's it been like for you, Pao? Just to the transition to parenthood.
Okay, so funny story regarding like connected to your six kids.
Okay,
Originally I wanted four.
you want six kids. Okay,
No,
four.
I actually wanted four. And then when Sam got pregnant, we were talking, we're like, maybe we can only go through this 3 times. So maybe three is fine. And then after she gave birth, the first 2 weeks, we were just like,
Maybe 2.
maybe two, So two might be okay. And then
Two, right?
when Leia was mga 2 years old, 3 years old na, I was like, you know what? It's up to God. I mean, like,
One is good.
One is good. And a dog,
And
No,
what dog is first?
Yeah.
Give her naman a sibling, di
No,
ba?
that's what we said. We discussed it. And we said, okay, the moment she says that she wants a sibling, that will be the day that we'll decide to have a
Right.
we'll have a
So
second
she
one.
has to ask for it.
We had a scare. A couple of
She's
weeks
gonna be
ago.
my friend. I'm going to coerce her to ask you guys.
We had a
Leia.
scare. When she was like, I want a sister, and I was like,
Oh.
can you?
You have
wait,
friends.
What do you mean? Leia, do you want us to have another baby? You want a baby sister? What?
Oh, there. It's on live, guys.
It's a sister
She
dog.
doesn't know
Oh,
what to
there
say.
you go. There you go, Pa. Okay, let me talk to her. I'm just kidding. Kawawa naman na sister.
Sorry, regarding your question, it was I mean, like, okay, I know that it's not, you can't compare the two, but before we had Leia, that's why Cooper is very special to us.
Yeah.
Because, before Leia, before Cooper, it's just Sam and I living here in the house.
Okay.
We couldn't afford help, we didn't have work. And it was, at one point, she's like, okay, I think we're ready to have a kid. And I was like, wait, okay, so let's just really
Yeah.
think about this. How do we do this? So we discussed, the possibility of owning a dog first, just to see.
You
just to
really
see
practice with the dog. Yeah.
see
I
that
love it.
dynamic.
This is so cute. Okay, go.
Because we didn't have help. We didn't have help.
Yeah, yeah.
We didn't know what that dynamic would be.
Right.
We just have to take care of another living being, no? And then
Creature, a creature.
I love
creature.
it.
no, so parang what happened was we were going out a lot because I would perform. I was in a band before, so I
Right.
would perform a lot. We would go to these gigs a lot. So we were out all the time. When we got the dog and we didn't have help at home, so we couldn't leave the dog.
Right.
We couldn't leave the dog at home, right? So it really changed
Everything.
everything for us. We couldn't stay out late at night.
Yeah.
5 hours max.
Yeah, 'cause we the dog specialist that we talked to was saying that don't leave him longer than 5 hours alone. So it really changed our
So cute.
perspective on life. And then akala namin we were ready. Akala namin we were ready. When it happened, holy crap! There's a
Oh
complete
my gosh.
difference.
No, but I mean, the dog is alive, so that's a great sign, guys.
Yes.
Congratulations.
6
And
years strong.
right? And look at Leia, diba? And actually, it does, no? Like, I remember we were in the States when we had my eldest, and that was, you really can't leave. There's nothing you can do without that child, so you either have to switch or you go.
Yeah.
Like the grocery trips were like, you go because we're not gonna go all three of us. You know,
Yes.
it's crazy. When we had two, it was like the more we're not all gonna go. So it was always shifting, and in our case, we had to call for backup. Like my mom, my sisters would come and babysit, and because I was not going to leave my kids with babysitters, some random babysitter, diba? So that you think of all that, and then now, I mean, my youngest is 11, my oldest is 20. I don't envy the side of raising kids when they're so young and when they're so dependent, because now I can just leave them. I'm sure I can
Yeah.
leave them for months and it'll be fine. I'm just kidding. I'm sure they would love if I
Modern
leave them for
parenting.
months. Modern parenting. Okay. So, being such a young family living in the time of a pandemic, can you imagine I'm saying that? We're living in the time of a pandemic. Have your plans and dreams changed?
Yes, drastically.
Okay.
Actually, see, Bianca mentioned it a while ago, and I was trying to stop myself from crying. No, just kidding. But the existential crisis was,
Yes.
was intense for us because, non-essential. Being in an industry that is considered non-essential.
Yeah.
Actually, I would take it a step further with regards to what I do, since I'm an events director, a concert director. Our profession or our job was something that, kumbaga, they would have me there if they had a budget.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's not.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of clients, a lot of producers, they think that we're not really that important unless you really have the money to spend and you really are
Yeah.
going for quality. So knowing that my job was something like that, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, social distancing,
Yes.
all of a sudden, you can't do events, you can't do live. It was tough. The
Yeah.
first 2 months were pretty tough.
When we were still in ECQ, right? The
Yes,
March, April,
March
May.
and April, yeah. And then we were like as early as March, they were already telling us that hi direct, our Christmas show might not push through, our November
Oh,
show might
wow.
not push through. So I was really like, as a guy, you kind of have this kind of like a crisis, because you're thinking, how do I provide for my family?
Yeah.
How do I make sure that they are taken care of? And right now, at the time, I was like, wow, I can't even take care of
Yeah.
myself. So what is the plan? So that was pretty tough, and it's hard also to sort of like show, because we were with Leia every day, and it was hard to sort of show her that everything was okay,
Yeah.
but at the same time knowing that we're not sure if we're gonna be okay, really. And even our idea of having the second kid, no, I mean, like, not the one pushed, but not the one. It wasn't the one pushed, but we struggled with the idea of her being alone, even though we were there.
Yeah.
Because all our friends who have kids, who have more than one kid,
Well, yeah.
you know that their kids are playing with each other, they're fighting with
So
each other.
you saw it more, no, when you guys were in lockdown, that she was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she also developed, like, the way she was speaking. It also changed, the way she was talking to us. She was getting more advanced with her speech.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, so my her grandparents, they loved it, but for
Yeah.
me, I was kind of worried, because I was like, is this healthy that she's just
Growing.
hanging out with
Yeah,
with us
exactly.
the entire time.
Yeah, no, actually, you know what, guys? This is okay. Real talk, to right? So this is one thing that I always apologize to my eldest son for, is the fact that we had kids. Well, he was 2 when we had my second, but I feel like he was the one that I really had to force to grow up faster, and he didn't enjoy being the only child for a long time because the second, third, fourth, fifth can't say I'm supposed to be the only child. You're the second nga eh. But the first, I every time I don't know if my friends who are watching, they'll see in my Facebook greetings to him every time it's his birthday. There's always that part that I apologize about because I feel bad about. I'm not gonna cry, right? Paolo's not gonna cry, but it's a guilt thing, and I'm glad that you guys have that time with her. So don't feel bad, don't get scared, because this is something when you have your second, you're going to be so glad that you got to know her like this because I didn't have that chance. So don't. You're good. Trust me. Like speaking from somebody with 6 kids, right? Obviously, when we had kids, it was in a pandemic, so that wasn't an issue. Now it is, right? So, but anyway, I'm going to go to my next question, which is kind of tied into what you just answered, Pao. So, knowing that the industries you're in are hard hit, what are you doing to innovate and to kind of change, how everything goes for the sake of your livelihood and your way of life?
Well, we've been doing a lot of on like events like this, like mga online shows, online activations. But I think the biggest decision that we made as a family was we decided to actually to try doing a vlog.
Try.
I love it. You should do it.
That's something that the people have been actually telling us for the past 2 years to do, and I kept saying we're very private. I enjoy Instagram because it's so filtered. I mean, like what we put on Instagram, we don't like we don't like it when people know too much about my life. But then that was what sort of got us through the lockdown. It helped us with our mental state, being able to share like these funny
times.
stories, these funny. I wanted people to. I tried to give people a really, a lighter perspective on what was going on. One story, for example, if I could share like a story that really hit us hard, but at the same time, we were like, let's just write about it and make it and post about it on Instagram. Was in the middle of the lockdown, we were discussing with a diaper brand for Leia, and we were talking a 1-year contract, and like I don't know if they were gonna have billboards and anything, but it was really like it was like a deal that we really did. And then when we were talking, we were just talking with Leia, and then we were hanging out, and then one night we didn't talk to her about it, but one night she told her yaya that she didn't want to wear diapers na to sleep.
Oh no, but you're endorsing a diaper.
So we said no.
And I was just like, Leia, are you sure, darling? I mean, like,
You might wet the bed.
Are you super sure?
She's right there too. Just so you know.
You don't want to wear it sometimes.
She knows where to go.
Like,
Yes, I love it. No, but you know what, Paolo? That's so true because our kids never lie. That's the one thing. Right? My kids have gotten me into trouble. We could sit here all day and talk about all the times that I thought I was going to be killed, imprisoned for the things they've said because they were so honest, right? So, but you can't make them do something they don't want or lie. But but Leia will cooperate, I'm sure. Right? Leia, you have to do it, Leia. If you want your sister, Leia, we have to do this.
Like when she sees Big Chan, she goes, "Oh, is there food in your stomach?"
Oh, yes. My God, my daughter did that to a friend of mine, and talagang I wanted to die. Para, where do you go when they say that, right? You're like, and they clearly heard it, and but she went and touched it. Pa, is there a baby in here? Like my mommy's tummy, and I'm just like, oh my God, diba? So what do? You just are mortified and you die. Okay, so guys, how would you describe your parenting styles? And would you say are they different from each other? Or I kind of see parang you guys are the same, or no?
We same and not. I mean, it depends. Like if he's already like mad, I have to be the like good cop, bad cop.
Okay.
But sometimes I'm the bad cop. Sometimes he's the bad cop. Are you okay?
Paolo, do you spoil her? Like, are you wrapped around her finger, her little finger?
Okay, so there were similarities and differences with what Bianca was saying earlier. So for me kasi, I super agree with Bianca regarding bringing up children who have a good attitude. For me, that's the number one priority.
It's a non-negotiable.
Yeah, that's a non-negotiable. So there are things that trigger me that don't trigger Sam, and there are things that trigger her that don't trigger me. So it's not like it's not like sila Bianca where one parent is the good cop, one parent is the bad cop. It really depends on the rules that she breaks. So for example, the tantrums, I admit I could probably do better when handling tantrums. She's really good. Sam's really good at handling the tantrums. She knows how to sort of like get into her brain and sort of like talk her way out of it. I mean, like Sam can talk.
Yeah.
Maybe sort of calm her down. So those are the sort of things that if she talks back, if she disrespects the helpers, if she screams, those are the things that sort of trigger me. But Sam is really good at handling that. On the flip side, though, when it comes to the rules of the house, like you're not supposed to touch this, you're not supposed to go here, you're not supposed to do that. She's the enforcer of that. I'm more of like as long as you're nice, it's fine.
You're like, let's make some more kalat, let's do it. No, I can see. I see. No, actually, I follow you guys on IG, especially Sam and I are friends. Kasi, so I always comment on the things Leia does on. She's and I feel so much we're talking about her like she's not there. So,
I can't hear it.
Can't hear ba? Okay, but she can hear you guys. Okay.
Yeah, she can hear us.
So anyway, Leia, I'll see you later again. Okay. You say bye to us later. Later. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. We'll catch you guys again in a minute.
Say bye.
No, but not bye, I'll see you later.
Okay.
Okay, so to everyone who's watching, the Modern Parenting community is now on Facebook. So like our Modern Parenting PH page and join the group so you can participate in the discussions in our online forums. We would love to hear from you guys. Okay, so here we go. Everybody, the moment everybody's been waiting for, the giveaways. So earlier in the beginning of the show, I asked you guys to let us know what topics you would like us to talk about on Real Talk. So a lot of answers came in according to the team, and they've picked the 6 winners. So the winner of the Bio Oil gift pack is Brenda Munoz. Okay? And then we are picking 5 winners for the Glow-Yo gift packs. They are Lynn Hernandez, Clover Bits Tagiamon, Jeannie De Chavez, Buster Batak, and Mutya Sambide. Congratulations, guys, and thank you so much for answering the question. The Modern Parenting team will be in touch with you for coordination for your delivery addresses and all that jazz. I believe you will be getting your stuff on either this weekend or on Monday. Okay, so once again, thank you to our sponsors, Bio Oil and Glow-Yo. Next week, stand by because in our show, we're going to be giving away more prizes. All right, so we're all here, right? Sam, JC, Bianca, Paolo. Okay. So again, the 4 of you, thank you so much for being with me today, this rainy afternoon. It's like I can hear it's super pouring outside. Other than that, I know you guys are also busy, so know that this means so much to me. Thank you. I wanted to share an inside joke with the audience. So as you all know, Bianca, professional host. She's been hosting for a long time, for years. Paolo, award-winning director. So me and Suki Salvador, the director of the show, were like, "Oh my God, this is like a baptism by fire." We didn't realize until we were doing your intro spiels the day I was sending it to you guys. I'm like, Suki, professional host, professional director. He goes, "Oo nga no," and then and he goes. And I'm like, so we really had to, we couldn't even pick, so he goes, so you couldn't pick a pedia or you know, or a psychiatrist or something, someone who doesn't do what they do and what we're doing right now. I go, wala na, forget it, they're here. So guys, if we pass today, please let us know, because we were nervous, not about anything else, but having you guys here, because it's like kaba levels. Okay, so before we end the show, so Paolo and Sam already answered the question about having a second baby. So I'm gonna throw the same question to JC and Bianca. Are there plans for any more kids? You know, 3?
Definitely third.
A third. You don't want a basketball team. JC, basketball team.
Different answer.
Ito na yung struggle.
Different answers. Definitely third.
Sam, soccer team. Paolo, theater cast. You don't want.
Bahala na si God.
After the vaccine.
After the vaccine. There you go. And then last question, and this is something that I'm so curious to hear, because you guys are so known for your crafts, right? We have entertainment people here. We have athletes here. Sam played football when you were in college, like your whole life, right? And of course, JC basketball. So if you guys could if you had it your way, in your perfect world, if you could decide for your girls or your kids in the future what they would be when they grow up, will they be athletes? Will they be in entertainment? Or what will they be? Doctors?
Paolo wants Leia to be a doctor or a chef.
After the pandemic, no?
Doctor or chef daw.
Doctor or chef. Ikaw, Sam, soccer player?
I mean, actually, I don't care. I really don't care. Like,
okay.
Whatever she wants.
Yeah, so, pero ako right now...
Then she can marry a doctor.
Hindi ko doctor.
Okay.
Wait, sorry. Nung pandemic, siguro mga April, sabi ko sa yaya ni Leia, alagaan mo to, ha? Siya na lang ang pag-asa natin.
You're so funny. JC and Bianca. I'm sure JC, right? Basketball, NBA PBA for girls or something, right?
If I have a choice, WNBA player.
Yes, there you go. Real talk to eh. Ikaw, Bianca, you.
Technically same as Sam, di ba? Anything that they want to be. But since your question is parang suntok sa buwan, my dream. I don't know if you know the character Shuri from Black Panther.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
She's like
The techie girl. Yes.
Yan talaga ang dream ko for my kids. Yung type na we can send them to
Wow.
like an ganyan.
That's a nice
Kasi
dream, ha?
technically,
Sige, copy paste ko yan.
And actually, you guys are pandemic ready kasi meron na tayong doctor, meron tayong techie girl. So we're ready for the future. No, guys.
Nasa.
No, kasi me 6 kids, no one wants to be a doctor, right? And Suki knows I'm obsessed with Grey's Anatomy because he fuels that obsession of mine. I'm like, none of my children want to be a doctor. I try to make them sit here and watch episodes and they're falling asleep and they're leaving the room. It's like, wala, no one wants to be a doctor talaga. So, but it is what it is, and we just really have to be supportive, because end of the day, if they're not happy, it's gonna blow up. Because I'm sure you guys, right, when we were younger, our parents had hopes and were probably trying to prod us in certain paths of life, but I also was the one that was pasaway and did do what they wanted. So I'm sure there are stories like that here. So guys, do you guys have anything coming up that you'd like to invite our guests to, something that you guys have going on? Starting with JC.
I'm just praying we can play again, hopefully this year, the PBA All-Filipino Cup. So I'm just crossing my fingers.
Yes.
Like NBA.
Philippine sports talaga. Bianca, anything? Your cable show?
No, actually, at 6 o'clock, I'm moderating a forum for Go Negosyo. So if there's anyone
Oh, wow.
watching this who has a small or medium business, feel
So
free
this
to
today.
watch.
6 o'clock
later
tonight.
at 6.
Oh, wow,
Go
okay.
Negosyo
There's,
as
okay,
well.
so guys, catch
So there's
Bianca
really
later.
small businesses, yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Paolo, anything coming up? Any shows?
We're actually partners with World Vision, so we're also helping out with a lot of their programs to like this also, helping parents who
Yeah.
are who are affected by the lockdown and pandemic, so they could
Back to school.
check out the websites of World Vision, and then if they want to follow us, they can follow me on Instagram at Paolo Valenciano and
At Yosemite.
at Yosemite.
And then also Kickstarters.
Yes,
Um,
Kickstarter.
Yeah, they have new sports, not just football. They have basketball, ballet, jiu-jitsu, I think.
Yes, there's some martial art there.
Yeah, Leia's part of football.
Okay, yes. Football
She might
for
try
life.
to.
Okay, so that's it for our show today, guys. Thank you again, Bianca, JC, Paolo, Sam. Thank you for being here. I just wanted to let everybody know that we are doing our cover launch today for our website at 5 p.m. Our first digital cover is coming out. So please go to our IG page, Modern Parenting PH, to catch that there. So to the audience, thank you so much for tuning in. Our goal here in Real Talk is to reach out to all kinds of parents, have them share their experiences and learnings with us. You know, parenting is not easy, and as you can see, we're all just laughing through it, and we need a community. So it's so important for us to share our thoughts, our trials, our joys, our triumphs, even the stupid things that we do with each other. This is a safe space for parents to impart their real stories with other parents. So again, to my guests, thank you so much. To the audience, thank you for watching. Don't forget to join our Facebook community don't forget to visit our website, modernparenting.1mega.com. Once again, I am your host, Marga Tupaz, Editor-in-Chief of Modern Parenting. This has been Real Talk. See you guys next Friday. Bye!
Bye, thank you.
Bye, guys. Bye, Bianca. Bye,
Thank
JC.
you.
Bye, Leia!
Take out.
Bye! We're out now.